Greetings everyone. In this video we will learn about fractions, types of fractions, addition and subtraction of fractions. We will try to find out the answers of the questions like why we can add only like fractions, how to change unlike fractions into like fractions, why we are told to find LCM when we add or subtract fractions, why sum or difference should be written in lowest form. Let us start. This is one circle. Let us take out a part from this hole. This part out of hole is called a fraction. Now let us see how mathematically it can be written. For this, draw a circle divided into 4 equal parts. Shade a part, and here this is 1/4 of a whole, one part out of a whole, and this we are writing as 1/4. Here when we write a fraction, we write using two numerals, one arranged one over the other, divided separated by a line. And fraction, what is a fraction? Fraction is a fraction is a number representing part of a whole. This 1/4, 1 stands for number of parts taken, and 4 stands for the total number of parts in which the whole has been divided. The number above this line is called numerator, and number below the line is called denominator. Now this number, how we read this? We can read this as 1/4, 1/4, 1 divided by 4, 1/4, or 1/4. There are various ways to read the fraction. Now here consider a fraction 2/3. So here this 2/3 means we are considering a whole. We are dividing this into 3 equal parts and taking 2 parts out of these 3 parts. And if suppose figure is given to us, and here see how many parts this figure has been divided, 9 parts, 3 into 3. And if I am taking these 4 parts out of 9, then this fraction, if shaded this shaded part represent the fraction 4/9, here 4 is shaded and 9 represent the total parts. And here you will see that these fractions 1/4, 2/3, 4/9, these are all proper fractions. Proper fractions. In proper fractions, numerator is less than denominator. This numerator is less than denominator, and they are less than 1. See here 4/9, and total parts are 9. If I am taking all the 9 parts, then this 4 is less than 9, and 9/9 is equal to 1. So proper fraction is less than 1. Proper fraction is always less than 1. And here examples of proper fractions: 1/2, 2/3, 3/4, 5/6, up to infinity we can write. So here infinitely many proper fractions are there, and all of them are less than 1. They lie between 0 and 1. Now if suppose I want to divide 4 apples between 5 apples between among 4 children, or 7 chocolates among 3 children, such type of fractions are called improper fractions. Here improper fractions, in improper fractions, numerator is greater than denominator. This n is for numerator is greater than denominator. D here I am writing for denominator. Now here these improper fractions can be written in mixed form by dividing numerator by denominator and writing in the QRD form. Here when we write this, up number will come inside, topper inside the house. Here we will divide this with divisor 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. This is our quotient, this is remainder, and this is divisor. So 7 by 3 can be written as 2 1 upon 3. 3 will remain at its own place. Remainder is always less than divisor, it will come here, and here this quotient in front here. Now here these type of numbers are called mixed fractions. Mixed fraction is a combination of whole and a part. Suppose 2 and half, you have heard about this, 2 full and half. So this is representing 1 plus 1 plus half, 2 plus half, and in short when we write 2 and half only. And suppose any mixed fraction is given, that is 7 1 by 9, then this mixed fraction we can convert into improper form by multiplying whole with denominator and adding the numerator. So here 7 into 9 plus 1, we will multiply here 7 and 9 and we'll add 1. So this is BODMAS 63 plus 1 upon 9. This is 64 upon 9. This is numerator upon denominator form, and it is very useful form when we add, subtract, multiply or divide fractions. So this mixed fractions can be converted into improper fractions. Now let us study about equivalent fractions. See here, look at this. These are the representations of fractions. They represent same part of a whole. Let us write the fraction for them. Here let us write the fraction for them. This is half. Here 2 parts, total parts are 4. 3 shaded parts, total parts are 6. 4 shaded parts, total parts are 8. Here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, total parts are 10, and 5 shaded parts. So these are the fraction. In all the cases same shaded part has been taken out. So these all fractions are called equivalent fractions. So equivalent fractions means means that here equivalent fractions represent the same part of the whole, and this half is the lowest form. It has no common factor, numerator and denominator have no common factor other than 1. So when and how we are getting this? Half is given, then how this fraction we are getting? Up and down, we are multiplying by 2, we are getting 2 by 4. If half I am taking and numerator and denominator I am multiplying by 3, I am getting 3 by 6. Half I am taking, and numerator and denominator I am multiplying by 4. It is 4 upon 8. Similarly, if I am multiplying numerator and denominator by 5, I am getting 5 by 10. And here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can multiply with any number. Infinitely many numbers are there. So infinitely many equivalent fractions are possible. This lowest form, half everywhere, this lowest form is common representative of all these equivalent fractions. These equivalent fractions, they have same value, but expression is different. So here always express your answer in lowest form. It is the representative value of all the equivalent fractions. Now let us learn the rules to find equivalent fractions. Here rule 1 says to find an equivalent fraction of a given fraction, multiply numerator and denominator with same non-zero number. Suppose 5 by 6. This 5 by 6 we can write as 5 by 6 up and down multiply by 2, 10 by 12, or 5 by 6 we can multiply up and down with 10, 50 upon 60. 5 upon 6, suppose I want denominator 36. So here we will use, when we want some specific denominator, then we use this rule to find out the new denominator, new equivalent fraction. Here our aim is to find 36 as a denominator. So here we'll multiply by 6. If we are down multiplying by 6, rule says multiply numerator also by 6. So equivalent fraction will be 30 by 36. Now rule 2 says that to find an equivalent fraction of a given fraction, divide numerator and denominator by same non-zero number. By same number you have to divide. So here let us take the example 20 upon 75. Both are coming in the table of 5. Divide by 5. 5 is the common factor. So here 4 upon 15 will come. Now 4 is 2 into 2. 15 is 3 into 5. They have no common factor. This is the lowest form. So this rule 2 is helping us to reach the lowest form. Lowest form is that if numerator and denominator have no common factor other than 1. So here this if suppose let's take one more example, 36 upon 48. This 36 upon 48, I can cut, both are even. I can cancel out the, I can divide it by both numerator and denominator by 2. So here 18 upon 24 again by 2. So here here I can divide by 3. So it is 3 upon 4. This is the lowest form. So we keep on dividing the numerator and denominator with the common factors till no further division is possible. One short way is also there. 36 and 48 both are coming in the table of 12. 12 directly through 12 also we can divide. 12 is the highest common factor. This is the HCF, and then you divide both numerator and denominator by HCF. Directly you will get the lowest form. So shortest way is that you find the HCF of numerator and denominator and divide numerator and denominator by HCF. You will get the lowest form. Now here let us study about like fractions. like fractions, the fractions with same denominators are called like fractions. Example, 1 upon 15, 2 upon 15, 8 upon 15, 21 upon 15, so on. And if denominators are not same, then fractions are called unlike fractions. Now let us do comparison of fractions. Comparison of fractions. Here let us write the fraction for the shaded part. This is one part out of total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. Here 6 parts and taking 2 shaded parts. Total 6 parts taking 4 shaded parts. Total 6 parts, and here taking 4 parts. Let me take one more. This is suppose this is 5 by 6. So here you will observe that 1 by 6 is less than 2 by 6, is less than 4 by 6, and is less than 5 by 6. When we start from the smallest number and go to the higher number, highest number, we say that numbers we are arranging in ascending order, increasing order. Now here what we can conclude, if denominators are same, then greater the numerator, greater the fraction. Now here second situation, this fraction, the shaded part is shown by the fraction 1 upon 2. Here 3 total parts considering 1, 4 total parts considering 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 total parts considering 1. You can see that here half is greater than 1/3, is greater than 1/4, is greater than 1/6. So this is descending order when we start from the biggest member and write in decreasing order. And here what is the conclusion, what we are observing here, if numerators are same, if numerators are same, then greater the denominator, smaller the fraction. Here reverse effect is there, greater denominator, fraction is smaller. Now if two fractions are given to us, suppose 6 by 10 and next let us take 4 by 5, then we can compare them with cross multiplication method. In this cross multiplication method we take the cross products. Here 6 will multiply with 5, 4 will remain at its own place, we will multiply by 10. What we are doing, we are multiplying numerator of first fraction with the denominator of second, and in second we are multiplying denominator of second with numerator of first with numerator of second. So easy way to remember is that arrows will point up and down numbers you will take up. Down numbers will go up numbers will retain their place, they will remain as it is, and down numbers will come up. So here it is 30, this is 40, 40 is greater, so 6 by 10, here 6 by 10 is less than 4 upon 5. But if more than 2 fractions are given, then we use different method. Suppose 6 by 10, 4 by 5, 2 by 15. Then we take the LCM. Here 10 and 5 multiples. So here 10 is the LCM. Bigger number is the LCM when one number is coming in the table of the other number. Bigger number is the LCM. Now 15 and 10, if it's LCM, we will take. Here we have to take prime numbers in any order we can take. Here 3 and here 2. So LCM is 5 into 2, 10. 10 into 3 is 30. That 30 we will write down. Now here we want 30. If I am multiplying here by 3, 30 will come. Rule 1 says that for equivalent fraction, if you down you are multiplying, up also you have to multiply. So 18 will come. Here 30 and 5 will compare. We want 30, so we'll multiply here by 6. Here also you multiply by 6, 24. Here 30, here 15, multiply by 2. So here it is, numerator is changing and it is becoming 4. Suppose we want to write ascending order. Then ascending order means start from the smallest, increasing order. 1, 2, 3. And 1, this correspond to the fraction 2 by 15. This 18 correspond to fraction 6 by 10. And 24 is for 4 by 5. So we are arranging the fractions this way. Now, addition and subtraction of fractions. For this, let me tell you a story for addition and subtraction of fractions. There were two children, Chinu and Chintu. They had one pizza, each of same size. You can see, and here Chinu cut her pizza into 8 equal pieces and Chintu cut his pizza into 4 pieces. Both of them gave one piece. Both of them gave one piece from their pizza to their mother. Even though both have given one piece, can you say both have given same? No. So how much did mother get? Chinu said mother is getting 2 pieces. Chintu said no, more than 2 pieces because he had given bigger piece. Then mother told them, we always add like things. Suppose 2 pencils and 7 pencils. They are together, 2 pencils and 5 pencils. Together they are 7 pencils. We cannot add 5 pencils and 2 erasers. But if we are making them like by calling them stationary items, then we can add 2 and 5 and say 7 stationary items in a pouch. She said, now let's make the slices equal. Then we will add, so here this slice is nearly double. So let us, she cut the bigger slice into 2 equal parts. And here this slice fits into this pizza. This slice, now they fit into this pizza. So here she said that she is getting 3 parts, 3 by 8. This is, she is taking out 3 out of 8. So her share is 3 by 8 of a pizza. Now, what is the moral of the story? Moral of the story is that maths help us to analyze the situation more objectively. Dear students, observe that the size of the piece depends on the number of total number of parts into which the pizza has been divided. So if we want to make slices equal, total number of parts must be equal. Total number of parts are equal. That means denominators are equal. You know that fraction is taken out upon total. So total is our denominator. If total parts are equal, that means what we want? We want denominators to be equal. We want denominators to be equal. So mathematically, So mathematically, in nutshell, we want same denominators. Now let us add and subtract fractions. For addition and subtraction of fractions, remember that we want same denominators. Same denominators means like fractions. So let us see how we will add two like fractions. Here this fraction is one part out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts, and this fraction is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total parts and taking 2 parts. And let us see the result, what will happen when we'll add 1 by 5 and 2 by 5. Here I'm taking I'm making replica of this on first fraction replica I am making here, and second fraction replica I have traced here. This is second fraction's replica. Now here we will put them together, and you can see that when put them together, what we are getting, we are getting 3 parts out of 5. Denominator is common. Here 5 parts will remain. 10 parts are not coming. 5 parts only. So here when we are adding this second fraction to the first, we are getting 3 parts out of 5. Now see mathematically what we are doing. 1 upon 5 plus 2 upon 5. We are adding the numerators and retaining common denominator. So here what we are doing, 1 plus 2, we will add the numerators and we will write the common denominator 5. So this is equals to 3 upon 5. Now understand with one more example, subtraction 8 upon 9 minus 5 upon 9. Similarly, same like this only we will do. We'll write the common denominator 9 and subtract smaller number from the greater number. So 3 by 9, and convert this into lowest form, simplest form, that is 1 upon 3. So here to add or subtract two like fractions, to add or subtract two like fractions, add or subtract numerators and retain the common denominator. You have to write down common denominator. Now let us study about unlike fractions, their addition. Adding unlike fractions. Now here this is our fraction. It is showing total how many parts are there. Total parts are 3 and we are taking one part and we are adding it with, here total parts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total parts are 6 and we are taking one part out of 6 parts. So here this is our one part. This is our one part out of this circle. Let us move them and join them together. So what we are getting here, when we are joining them, we are getting half. So what we are doing here, we want equal slices, equal pieces. So here we are dividing this into equal parts. Total number of parts when will be equal, they will be equal. So here we want denominator 6. we are dividing this into 6 parts. When we are dividing this into 6 parts, this part is also getting divided. Numerator taken out part is also getting divided. So here that one part we are making it 2. So now here this is becoming equal. We are writing the equivalent fraction of 1 by 3, that is 2 by 6 plus 1 by 6 is equal to retain common denominator. 2 plus 1, that is 3. 3 upon 6 is 1 upon 2. 3 upon 6 is 1 upon 2. So here we are getting answer as 1 by 2. Now see here, same example, try to understand the procedure. Here 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 6. Here we are finding equivalent fraction. We want denominators same. So what we are doing? We are finding equivalent fractions. So here 1 by 3, 1 by 6. So 6 we can obtain if we are multiplying 3 by 2. If down we are multiplying, rule says that for finding equivalent fraction, numerator also you multiply by 2. And this is possible also because 2 upon 2 is 1. And when we multiply 1 with any number, we get the number itself. So this 2 upon 6 and 1 upon 3, they are the equivalent forms. And now denominators are same. We are getting like fractions. Easily we can add them by adding the numerators and retaining the common denominator. This is 3 by 6, so it is half. Now understand the process with subtraction. For subtraction, same process is there. So here take one example, 7 by 4 minus 7 by 12. Are they like? No, they are not like. Here numerators are same, but like fractions, we want denominators to be same. So here denominators we want same. So for denominators same, we are find equivalent fraction. So what is our next step? Find equivalent fraction. So here 12 we want, 4 is there, we will multiply here by 3, up also you multiply by 3, 7 by 12. So here we are getting 12 denominator, and up what is the change? We are getting 21. If down we are multiplying, because we want same denominators, up also we have to multiply. This is the rule. This you have to strictly follow. Numerator will also change if we are changing the denominator. So here write the common denominator, subtract numerators, and 14 upon 12 write in lowest form. Both are coming in the table of 2. 2 is the common factor, so it is 7 upon 6. And 7, numerator is big. This is improper form. Convert the answer into mixed form. So here 6 1 the 6, 6 plus 1 is 7. So here when you will speak the table of 6, number less than 6 comes for 1. Then what should be added to 6 to get 1? Orally also it can be taken out. Now let us find out why we need LCM. Take one example, 3 by 4 plus 5 upon 6. Till now you have studied that we want same denominators, and for finding same denominators we find equivalent fractions. Okay, now equivalent fractions we will find 3 by 4. Equivalent fraction, how we find? We multiply up and down, numerator and denominator with 2. With same numbers we multiply. So here 6 by 8, 3 by 4, multiply by 3, 9 by 12, 5 by 6, up and down multiply by 2, it is 10 by 12. See here we got the common denominator. So here this LCM, now you understand. Here LCM, when we multiply we are getting multiple and here common denominator, same denominator, so common, because we are multiplying, so multiple, same denominator, so common. And least because here when we work with smaller numbers, our calculation become easier and more convenient. So here we prefer LCM. But here you can take product of 4 and 6, that is 24 also as a common denominator. That will not be wrong. But 12 is smaller number, calculation with smaller numbers is easier. So we prefer LCM. Now here we will write the equivalent form of 3 by 4. We want denominator to be 12. So here 3 by 4, we will multiply 4 by 3, 12 will come up, also you multiply by 3. Here 5 by 6, we want 12, multiply by 2, numerator also multiply by 2. So this is equal to 9 upon 12, 10 upon 12. 9 plus 10, add the numerators, write the common denominator. This is 19 upon 12. This is improper. We will change it into mixed form. So 12, 1 the 12, 12 plus 7 is 19. So mixed form is 1, 7 upon 12. Now let us learn addition and subtraction of mixed fractions. Suppose here 2.5 plus 1.5 we want to do. We can write this as 2 plus half plus 1 plus half. 2 plus 1 is 3, half plus half is 1, that is equal to 4. We can split them and find out the addition or subtraction like this. But if suppose the fraction is like this, 8, 1 by 3 minus 7.5. 8 is greater, but 1 by 3 and 1 by 2. You can see that 1 by 3 is smaller, and smaller fraction from smaller we are subtracting bigger. So we cannot apply this method here. So for this we need to change this into improper form. So for that, do you remember what we have to do? Yes, we have to multiply whole with denominator and add the numerator. So it is equals to 24 plus 1, 25 upon 3, 7 times 2 is 14, 14 plus 1 is 15, 15 upon 2. Now here the two numbers are co-prime. When co-prime numbers are there, when nothing common there except 1, then the product is the LCM. This is very important result which you should remember, that LCM of co-prime numbers is their product. So LCM of 2 and 3 is 2 into 3, 6. Suppose 4 and 15. These are also co-prime numbers. They have nothing common except 1. Their LCM, can you tell what will be their LCM 4 and 15? Their LCM will be 4 into 15. Directly we can do this. And this is equals to 60. Now here, we have taken out LCM, common denominator we will prefer as a LCM. Our common denominator is this 6. We want 6 now. So here we will take 25 by 3. We want 6, so we'll multiply here by 2. If down we are multiplying, up also we have to multiply. 15 upon 2, next fraction, we want 6. 6 will come when we'll multiply here by 3. If down we are multiplying, denominator we are multiplying by 3. Rule says that multiply the same number with numerator also. So here this is 50 upon 6. This is 45 upon 6. So we are taking the equivalent fractions with same denominators. Now write the common denominator, subtract the numerators. 5 upon 6, this is proper fraction and our answer. And here you can do directly also. Suppose this form is given, you can directly write this form also. How you can do this? If suppose 25 upon 3 minus 15 upon 2 is given, you find LCM, that is 6. You write the LCM 6 down here. Now 6 and 3. You here 6 is written, 3 is written. You want 6. You want to change this denominator into 6. So you will multiply here by 2. So multiply numerator by 2. Now here 2 and here 6. We want 6. So multiply here with 3. So 15 into 3. So this is 50 minus 45 upon 6. This is 5 upon 6. This way also directly it can be done. With this we come to an end of this topic. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay happy.